All right, happy Thursday night, everybody. Welcome on into the madness. Let's have some fun, whether you're with us on Twitter, X at Ryan Hyatt Media, our YouTube channel, which everybody should subscribe to. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure and hit the thumbs up deal, like it, and share it. And then on Facebook Live, thousands of folks hanging out with us there every day. We're glad you're there. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're with us in the worldwide headquarters for theraiderland.com tonight. And so we got March Madness to talk about. It's a whole lot of basketball tonight. We can do some tech baseball if you want to, but really, hey, what do you think Tech's going to do tonight against UNC Wilmington? Do they cover the 15 and a half? Will Chance McMillan play? What do you think's going to happen? You tell us. Give us some predictions, thoughts on that. Also, how is your bracket so far? Here's to my bracket. My bracket is amazing. It is real and it is spectacular. How's yours doing? And then over underrated right Thursday, we give you a topic. Tonight we're talking sports bar appetizers. When you go out to hang out at the sports bar and watch, whether it's March Madness or football or it doesn't matter. The overrated, underrated appetizers. Give me the great appetizer game of all time tonight. Let's do it. Let's get it going. I want you guys to be a part of the. This show is about you guys tonight. I want you guys on the United Supermarkets chat line. I want you guys chiming in, driving the conversation tonight. That's what we want to do tonight. In three, in two. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, theraiderland.com. Start your day with us every day on the website. Everything we do, we post it right there. It's a cool place to go. And you never know what you're going to find there. Also, we want you to follow us on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and our Twitter feed at Ryan Hyatt Media on Twitter. Brought to you tonight by Domino's Pizza, Domino's.com. It's that time. It's pizza time. They'll bring it to the house. You can pick it up on the way home. It doesn't matter. Now, if you're going to be not going to be at home tonight, you're looking for a place to go watch the Tech game. Gators Bayou, our friends on 98th and Slide Road, they got the TVs on. They got the audio on. You can hear the announcers and everything. It's really cool. So check it out. Hot Cajun food, cold beverages. The patio will still be rocking tonight. It really turned into a nice day here in West Texas on the South Plains. So if you're wanting to get out of the house tonight, watch the game with some good Red Raider folks, head on over to Gators Bayou, 98th and Slide. Tell them we sent you. Tell them we said hello. All right. Getting in early. James, one of the first ones with the thumbs up on the United Supermarkets chat line. Sorry, I'm still trying to get all the dirt out of my eyes. I think over the last week or so. Today was the first day here. We had clear skies in the Lubbock area. It actually felt halfway decent and kind of breathing a little bit, but still just feel like every, got dirt here, get it, Did anybody put a Q-tip in your ears this week and job that thing around just a little bit and look at it and go, my gosh, how did that get in there? Yeah. So that's the lay of the land tonight. Over, underrated, right? Sports bar appetizers, your favorite, from hot wings to those little loaded potato skins, we used to call them. Chips dip. You tell me. Zooks and shrooms. I got word late today. A friend of mine had was going down to Buddy Holly Hall to see some comedian, and then would watch the game, later on tonight, the Tech game. But they stopped at the old Jazz and got some, little bitty zooks and shrooms. You have to say it right, otherwise it gets really weird for everybody involved. Greatest appetizers, underrated appetizers. You tell me what you got tonight. James going with the chips and queso or potato skins. Rock solid okay, chips and queso like a standard, all right? Boom. We don't know what we're getting, we get that. Good chips and queso. Potato skins, depending on where you are. Reagan jumping in on our Facebook channel. That's Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on Facebook. Be sure and follow it. In Bernie tonight, dirt here, but nowhere near what y'all have been seeing. No, but I know y'all probably got quite a bit down that way. Cheese. It's made from cheese. Cheese is made from cheese. So that's the over underrated right question tonight. Let's talk appetizer sports bar. The death of the sports bar, man. Cool sports bars are going away. They really are. It's not like it was 20, 25, 30 years ago when they were new and they were cool. Now the sports bars, I think, are kind of on the decline a little bit. All right, get after it now. You guys that are getting in, share this, invite some people in. Let's have a good conversation tonight. I really want you guys driving the conversation. I want you to tell me what you think Texas Tech is going to do tonight against UNC Wilmington. Spreads 15.5. I think that's about 3 points too high. I go back to where this team was in non-conference play with some big numbers. Really didn't cover. This team doesn't have a ton of depth right now. And I know Grant McCastle would probably not say it out loud, but you give him an 8 or 9 point win tonight and just get the hell out of there. And maybe you don't have to play McMillan. Game time decision, aren't we all? We're all just penciled in. That I can see this being about a 10 to 12 point win, but covering that 15.5 just seems like a big number. And that even goes back again to earlier in the year in non-conference play where they just really weren't knocking out big covers on this team. Your bracket, how are you doing? We'll have some bracket discussion as we go through tonight. Mine sucks. It's really not good right now. We'll see. I'm not losing. I haven't lost a lot of teams that I had going far, but I was trying to nail a couple of upsets and, do what you got to do to make that happen. And well, we'll see what happens. Does a bucket of a potential beer sponsor count as an appetizer? Absolutely. The old Mamaritas radio commercials. Hey, Duke, get a bucket of beer. Why not? Why not? Reagan jumping back in. Our Facebook group is strong tonight. Where are my Twitter people? Twitter X, at Ryan Hyatt Media. Jump in. Thanks to United Supermarkets and Market Street, where you can get all the cool stuff you need to have a great basketball watching experience right there at Market Street. All right. Where are you guys? Sad, but we got a new one called The Roost here in Fair Oaks Ranch. The owner is, a Red Raider. Of course he is. Why would he not be? Excellent food, beverages, plenty of screens. Always has Tech on the biggest screen. Boom. I'm at 97.5% at present. Nothing wrong with that. That's a pretty good return right now in your bracket. I took some big swings with a couple of upsets today. We'll see. It'll even out. I'll end up at the same place probably after the first, 32 games as we were going to do anyways. Wendy says single-digit win tonight. No way it's 15. Go Tech. It could be. If Tech just goes bonkers 3-point line, it could be. This Wilmington team, they're a little bit diminutive on the perimeter. They give up nearly 9 made 3-pointers a game. This is maybe the only game in the tournament that I look at and go, okay, yeah, you should probably shoot a bunch of 3-pointers against these guys. They're not good at defending it. But let's say we get to the under 12 dead ball timeout tonight and Tech's 2 of 11 3-point shooting. Stop. Go to the rim. Get fouled. They call fouls in the NCAA tournament. They will send you to the line. I'll give you 8 minutes of trying to get the 3-point line working. If it doesn't happen, Grant, get to the line. Go shoot free throws. They're going to foul you. And they're going to call fouls. So you can get to that 15.5 number if Tech shoots the 3 and converts it at a rate that this team typically gives up. Maybe you're about, let's say you're going to, if they are giving that up to the opponents they played, almost 9, give me 2 more, maybe 3 more. So let's go 11-5, maybe 12 threes, 12 of, 28, something like that. You can do it. Alan on YouTube. Sorry I'm late. We can start the broadcast now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in Alan Corbett, who has busted his butt creating an alt bracket that I hope we can get it put together to show you guys what a future NCAA tournament might look like if controlled by the college football powers. We ran into some technical issues. Thank you, AI. I ain't giving up on it, Alan. I want to do it. I want it, and maybe we put it out there Monday or something. And we get it done. James, I like Tech 72 to 60, 15.5 is a big spread. Indeed, it is. 72 to 60 is a pace that doesn't bother me. I'd like to see Tech score a little bit more, like closer to 80. Chris knew there was no way UT should have been in there, and they're not in there anymore. And now the Rodney Terry watch begins, and we'll see what happens after that. Yeah, get ready for it. Yeah. Texas looking for a head coach. Will they come after Texas Tech's head coach again? Rick Barnes and Tennessee up at the half. They're up 9. Let's go to the scoreboard. We hadn't checked in the scoreboard since we started. What do we got here? Come on, CBS, help me out. Give me some real-time stuff here. There we go. Wofford and Tennessee, 36-27. Second-ranked Tennessee over Wofford right now. Meanwhile, with 7:30 left in the first half there, it's Kansas and Arkansas. The Arkansas Razorbacks, a 10 seed, Kansas, a 7 seed, 26-25 Kansas. I've got Kansas winning this game literally by what they're doing right now. That Bill Self just like wills them over the line and they get the victory. I do have Tennessee winning this one tonight. More interested in what's going on with Texas A&M and Yale. Yale the 13, A&M the 4. It's 22-14. I do not have the number that this game went off at. I wish I did because this is very trendy and I think a legitimate upset. Okay, a win for the sports bettors taking the points with Yale. I don't know what it went off at. I need somebody to help me out on what that thing went off at. We'll see. A&M doesn't shoot really good. Their best pass is a missed shot. They have so many offensive rebounds this year because they don't shoot very well. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. 25-14 early, 8:50. Well, it's not as early as it was. 8:58 first half. Let's see if it closes. If Yale's within, like, say, 6 to 9 points going to the break, feel pretty good about that thing right there. Meanwhile, back on the chat line, brought to you by United Supermarkets and Market Street. David is jumping in with UT message boards are saying they will now poach McCasland. I don't know. I don't think Mama's calling McCasland home to Austin. Don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Texas can afford him. Tech wins by more than 15 points, says Robert Delgado. Alan jumping back in our YouTube channel. Texas Tech 77, UNC 60. I'm taking into account no McMillan tonight, so that's even a blowout without McMillan. I'm kind of with you, by the way, on no McMillan tonight. We got oblique is what I'm hearing, an oblique muscle issue, and you kind of play him the way Duke's going to play Cooper Flagg this first round. Absolutely don't use him unless you have to. And if you've got to have McMillan to win tonight, that's probably not good. All right, jump in, get in. I'm glad you guys are with us tonight. Share this, invite people in. What's Texas Tech going to do against UNC Wilmington? How's your bracket holding up? I'll go through mine before we get out of here. Overrated, underrated, rated right, sports bar, appetizers in general. This is when you go out, you hang out with your buddies all day, and you never actually eat a meal. Although nachos should count as a meal. If you got beef or chicken on the nachos, that's a meal. If it's just cheese and chips, not a meal. But the minute you add like any sort of poultry or beef, I believe we're having a meal here. So give us some of your favorite ones. Some of the underrated appetizers that you enjoy when you get It's not a sports bar by any stretch of the imagination, but Orlando's, the fried tortellini, down and dirty, nuclear fried tortellini. Oh, get a little mushrooms with it, little bitty tomatoes in there. Yep. Alan Corbin with the reference here, skull and bones, Alan, skull and bones matchup is what this would be. All right, that's what that is. KU game is ugly. I'm glad I'm not watching it then. If it's ugly, A&M stretching out right now, 25-14, 8:58. Need that to update. Going back up here, Tennessee Wofford 36-27, and it's 31-30 Kansas over Arkansas with 6:04 to go. Let's go to the bracket, shall we? The real and actual bracket. If it wasn't, could I do this? Not a chance in hell. All right, so the left side so far has been pretty nice to us. Had Auburn, they win 83-62, no big deal. Had Creighton 89-75. That was a rocking chair win right there. Now we've got a Texas A&M and UL in action over there. We'll see what I've got A&M winning that one, by the way. Go to the right side of the bracket. Woo! Sucked. BYU VCU had BYU easy. Whiskey in Montana. I rolled with Montana. I was not buying Wisconsin at all. Didn't want to have any part of it. And they rolled them pretty good, 85-66. So there's our first loss of the day. Houston and Southern Illinois, Edwardsville, easy for Houston. We got Houston. I'll tell you right now, Houston all the way to the Final Four. And then Gonzaga and Georgia. I was not buying Gonzaga this year. I didn't think they'd been tested enough. I didn't like it. And they take care of business easily, 89-67. They're on Zags, but I didn't have UGA going any farther than Houston. Houston, now the door is wide open in their half the bracket to get to the Elite Eight. Because Clemson goes down the 12-5. We did not have it with McNeese. We had Clemson, but it's McNeese 69-67. Clemson going home early. I had High Point. High Point couldn't get it going today. They had about two different instances in the game where I thought they might make a little bit of run, get it down to a possession game. They just couldn't do it. Purdue wins. Doesn't matter. They're going to lose to McNeese. Why not? But like we said, it opens the door for UH going forward. So we are sitting there now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 on the day. I took some big swings. We'll see what happens. Don't panic about your bracket. It'll all end up just fine. The main thing is having teams remaining, that you didn't knock out anybody today that was going to go farther than the next round. If you only lost a team that was going to go to the next round, that's fine. You're good. Alan, the A in ACC stands for as man. James, my wife makes a mean pinwheel appetizer. Cream cheese, green chili rolled into a tortilla, then cut. I love the pinwheel. I love whatever we want to call those things. Those are great. If you're having a party and you don't have those, you're kind of missing out. Louisville and Clemson are my losses today, said Alan. I sent you my picks. By the way, okay, so for verification's sake, last night I sent a picture of my bracket to Alan Corbin. I said, timestamp it. I'm not going to post any of this stuff, but I just want somebody to have a timestamp. So if Hyatt actually gets a couple of things right, that somebody can verify it. Alan is the one who can verify my bracket that I sent him last night. And I filled that thing out. And at least I labored over that. Good God, 3.5 minutes at least. All right. What do you got for Texas Tech? What do you got them doing tonight? Do they get the cover, 15.5? Do they win big? Does McMillan play? Do you want McMillan to play? What do you think happens? You tell me. Give me a line on the game. How you think it'll play out? And this is to me the game where if you're going to shoot threes, you shoot threes in this game because I don't think they can stop you. They are undersized on the perimeter. No, they do not. I do not have UCLA advancing past Utah State, the UTAGs tonight. Alan, my bracket is open to the public on Twitter for Sean Davis's pool. Very good. JC jumps in on our YouTube channel. YouTube strong. Where's our Twitter people? All right. And I think what's going on Twitter, here's what happened. A week ago, the back end of Twitter X got just absolutely savaged. And it is creating problems with linking to and doing a lot of the things we do on our broadcast and many others to where it shows up live and it goes into your feed. Now, the same thing on the other hand, like if you're trying to link post and do stuff onto a WordPress platform or otherwise, that Twitter's been really hammered. It's really hard to get the code to go in. All right. So we love our Twitter X people. We're not going to do anything. You guys are still going to be there. But this is the importance of being able to follow us, not just on one platform, but on our multi-platform network of Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media, our YouTube channel, which I'm hoping here during the tournament we blow past 500 dedicated subscribers. We get more people watching that, but I want the 500 subscriber mark because it explodes the algorithm. So if you could do that, our good friends on Facebook and otherwise, watch where you want, but just go subscribe and drive it over. Now, our YouTube people, every time you can like it, every time you can share it, that's fantastic. All right. Be good. Bracket is fine, JC. No runners across rounds is always good. Yeah. I mean, the farthest I've got a loss right now would be Clemson. Yeah. So that's the farthest I've got was to the Sweet 16 on a loss. I'll take that. If that's the only one I get today, that's good. Reagan, big win, hold McMillan out. I mean, if he can go, let him. But if you don't have to use him, don't use him. James, I want Tech to get up early and maintain a healthy lead. We're going to take the pulse of the lead. The pulse is good. Blood pressure is good. Healthy, looking healthy, breathing good, feeling good. Healthy lead. What is a healthy lead? Another one off our Facebook family, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on Facebook. Please subscribe. And you can subscribe to that too, not just like go there, but like click on the thing and follow and do stuff. Sure hope we wreck them. I think you're going to wreck them. And I truly do. I think you're going to wreck them. I think 15.5 is a bit of a bridge too far tonight. I'll be happy if they blow right past that and win by 20. But it's really been interesting listening to a lot of basketball savants, experts otherwise. And, I really pay attention to the sports betting realm because they approach it from a cold, clinical, fiduciary standpoint. And there are a ton of people who love Texas Tech, sharp bettors that love Texas Tech to the Elite Eight and on to the Final Four. But a lot of them in the last 24 hours are also saying, hey, I don't like that 15.5 number, that Wilmington's not getting enough credit and Texas Tech just isn't really built to blow out necessarily in the early round. So we'll see what happens. But I pay attention to the people who put money on things. David is back with us on Facebook. A healthy lead. How much time is left? 30 begins a healthy lead if you don't coast. Yeah. Jay Landreth jumping in. Sharp. Welcome to Sharp Week, by the way. Robert, I'm already on YouTube. Well, then get on again and share it and do stuff with it. No, not Coach Sharp. No, that's not the Sharp I was referencing. Although I would be interesting to hear her breakdown. I would certainly pay attention to it. We got about another 5 minutes left with you guys tonight on the daily broadcast. We'll put this on the website, theraiderland.com. We'll be with you tomorrow. It's Friday. That means the most Texan thing you have done this week, whether you live in the Hubaplex and the surrounding area, or I love hearing about people that do Texan things outside the great state of Texas to show folks around the rest of the country how they ought to live. You tell us the most Texan thing you have done, and we will have Raiderland hot links for you tomorrow. All right, so Friday, we got baseball tomorrow, night game. Probably no Diamond talk. Probably no Diamond talk. Saturday, Diamond talk. Sunday, so Saturday, Diamond talk, and maybe basketball, depending on the time. Sunday, we will have a catch-all weekend show Sunday night. All right. Basketball, baseball, everything. So we will be with you live on Saturday for sure. At some point during the day. Sunday evening, a total recap of the weekend for baseball and basketball. So it'll be a little bit of a, sorry, I got something on my contact. A little bit of a Diamond talking around ball rewind. Again, hopefully you guys will be a part of it. Really? Can I not get what the hell is on my contact lens? Alan, only real dudes will create fake accounts to boost the likes of the page. Reagan with the guns up down there in Bernie. My bud is coming in from SoCal on Monday, taking him to eat barbecue, wearing my pistol open carry. Where are you going to get the barbecue? You got some good barbecue around, Bernie. Where are you going to go? Do you ever look at your phone screen and go, I must hit some button wrong because nothing is where it was on the apps and everything else? That's what I got going on today. I don't know what I hit. I'm afraid to go back to the default. You know, going down to San Antone for some barbecue. JC, yes, sir. Twitter hit and miss currently for live feeds. 50.5, a lot of points, but not enough. Should be around 85-ish to maybe 60-ish. 85 to 60-ish. 85 seems like a lot of points tonight. Again, I think if you're Grant McCaslin in Texas Tech, you got to manage a few minutes and stuff, and that may, I mean, just get the win tonight. Just that's all you got to do. Just get the win, and if you can save some minutes here and there, we'll see how it's called tonight in Wichita. I mean, that's another storyline that it's hard to factor in, and I do not know who the officials are for the game. I know it's not Ted Valentine because he was calling the opening game of the tournament today, and I'm like, well, good. You know, I had to worry about that. So we'll see how this thing is officiated. I do think they will reward you, though, throughout the tournament if you attack the rim. And this is the weird thing. I'll say it one more time. This is maybe the only game of the tournament that I look at Tech and go ahead and shoot the three early to see if they can defend it. If they're giving you open looks and you're knocking it down, great. But if you're two of 11, you know, at the 11:40 mark after that second dead ball timeout, for God's sake, quit doing it. You ought to be able to physically manhandle and go inside and get Toppin in there and get looks. You ought to be able to do that against this team. I'm not saying they're bad. That's not it at all. But you ought to be able to dictate any style of play tonight. You're a 3 seed. Go in there and act like it. If you can't, whew. All right, let's go take one more look at what's going on in the scores and bracket and otherwise. I got to hit this button to hit that button to see what we're doing. Tennessee 36-27 at the end of the first hour, beginning of the second half. Meanwhile, with 5 seconds left in the first half, Kansas 44, Arkansas 47. Really, Kansas, you're going to do this? Bill Self, you're going to do this? If they bow out, Kansas bows out in the first round, will they be howling in Lawrence? Surely not. Yale and A&M. A&M has stretched it out now again with 4:16 left in the first, up 10, 32-23. Yale, what's going on here? Come on, Yale. Show me a little something. Give me something. Did I pick them or not? I think I picked A&M to advance, but I've got A&M advancing, but Yale playing it close for those scoring at home, and you know what I mean. Drake and Missouri, 4-3. This is like a tennis match right now, 16-16 in the first. Missouri up in that 6-11, and then everything else is final on the day. We should do a prediction contest real quick. What time does Texas Tech tip off? Before or after 9:30? I'm going to make a prediction. 9:34 Central Time tip off. Indeed. Thank you, Green White Checker. KU loses. It'll be 2 times in 3 years. First round, I believe. I believe you are correct. And the Wolves, they will be howling. Me too, and I strongly dislike A&M. I like that. Strongly. 9:33. I'm going 9:34. All right, y'all are the best. I appreciate you guys jumping in and having fun with the show. I know it's a busy time for a lot of folks right now. Spring break, everything else. But we will be back with you tomorrow for sure with the 6:30 show, and we'll go from there. Under 9:34 on the time. I hope you're right. Getting too old for this crap. You guys, I'm going to ask you one more time to do something for us. Support all of our sponsors. Let them know via social media or otherwise, in person, hey, thanks for being a great sponsor of TheRaiderland.com. All of them, for the most part, have Facebook pages and stuff you can go to, like Gators Bayou and, United Supermarkets and everything. Do that. Then just share this. We're going to post it on the website, TheRaiderland.com, and you can go link to it, back share it, put it on your Twitter feed, put it on your social media feed, whatever it may be. And again, everybody on Facebook, everybody on Twitter, run, flock, go, move now to our YouTube channel for Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland and subscribe. And if we can hit over 500 during the tournament, my goodness, watch out. We coming for you. We coming for you out there, Raiderland Takeover. I have to hit this button to end it, but nobody panic. We'll be back tomorrow at TheRaiderland.com.